All right, hello and welcome everyone, and welcome back to Handsome Dan as well as my co-caster.
Hello, everybody, and I feel like it's been so long since I've seen you guys. But
Yeah,
we're here today with another game.
yeah. This time is Canada versus First Nations, and we have a Phoenix versus Crab matchup. And from what I can tell, it is pretty much the most standard Crab versus the most standard Phoenix.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. So I guess let's take a look at the Phoenix deck list first because I just opened that one,
Okay.
and so did you. So the main thing that is interesting here is that this deck is running a Shiba Tetsu and a Sukune also. So I don't know if this is just like a lore thing, maybe like want to throw in some love to the Shiba family besides just the Yojimbo.
I think Sakune is in quite a few Phoenix lists because Sakune is, if she doesn't get clouded, she's just value, like palace. She's like a big palace ring monster doing stuff all the time.
Yeah, for sure. And on the conflict side, we do have the 1X Spicy Georgian's Curse, which it gives stats for some reason. I don't know why, but
It's also like a mini consumed by five fires if you need it.
yeah, and it is a spell too, or yeah, it is a spell, so you can fetch it with Shrine Maiden, because that.
Yeah, that could prove important. If Phoenix ever gets sort of like an actual good spell katana and an actual good spell fan, they would just get super obnoxious. So like Shrine Maiden will just draw three all day, every day.
Yeah, it would be very, very, very annoying. Meanwhile, on the crab side, we do have a pretty standard crab list here as well. So a lot of crab lists right now are going to differentiate or differ by maybe 3 or 4 cards. And so here the difference is going to be these Heated Guardians. That's a card that can be very big sometimes. No Kuni Lab also opting to exclude that card in favor of some more conflict or dynasty characters.
Yeah,
And
two Mia
on the conflict side,
Mystics. Two
oh
Mia
yeah,
Mystics. That's
Mia
that.
Mystic is hype.
Yeah, that's better in the mirror, right? I think.
It's better in anything that involves Cloud being put on your character because Crab has one of the best attachment removals in the game in Karada District, but it only works on your opponent's characters.
Yeah.
So you can't Karada your own Cloud, and otherwise we're looking pretty standard, guys.
Yeah, two way of the crab is a bit spicy though. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell them we are ready. And we'll have a interesting game on our hands.
Yes, indeed. So this matchup for a while, I think so. I think both these clans are the two best clans in the game for sure. Um, and a lot of this matchup is going to depend on whether or not Ujina is going to be able to come on board for Phoenix and take out some of these characters that Crab would be using that otherwise they would be relying on their reprieves and their iron mines and their other saves to protect.
Yeah, I mean, uh, crab sometimes is so disheartening because they just keep flipping saves and saves and saves on like broken provinces in Dynasty, Iron Mines, turn after turn after turn, and characters that has no business being alive is still sticking around like zombies after 4 rounds.
Oh yeah, no, I've been practicing in some crab recently, and there have been a non-zero number of games where I played against a crab player and they bought Casada turn one and he never left play. Sorry, Casada turn one on zero fate and he never left play. Oh, speak of the devil,
Speak of the devil, here's
he shall appear.
here's perhaps a Kisada turn one, zero fate.
So Phoenix player going first. He does actually see Tadaka on the first turn. Now Tadaka obviously is
You
no
want
longer
him,
as oppressive.
yeah. You want him turn two, right? Like you don't
Yeah.
want to buy him turn one because it doesn't do anything turn one, and he's liable
Right.
to get crabbed.
Yeah, the crab player is running one way of the crab. Oh
Two,
no, he isn't. No, he's not. Yeah, he's running two. So way of the crab is a card that has sort of fallen out of favor in favor of some other stuff. Like I think this list is not running J Tetsubo, for example. But okay, we're actually going to see just a Tenkinja on one.
Yeah, that kind of sort of makes sense, maybe.
Yeah, well, what that tells me is that he doesn't have any saves available for Kisada, so therefore he opted not to
Gamble on it,
buy.
yeah.
Yeah, but he bought this Vanguard Warrior, which is weird because he put a Fate on the Tenkinja, and I don't. I guess I'm not totally understanding why you would want to sacrifice the Vanguard Warrior to put an extra Fate on this Tenkinja instead of just putting 2 Fate on the Tenkinja.
Clearly, he wants to tower the Mantis Tenkinia. That's just
And
what's
so
gonna happen.
we actually see a 4-bit here from the Crab too.
That might suggest that he has spyglasses. But spyglassing this Tenkinia is like against Phoenix is super liable to just having against the waves thrown at you repeatedly.
Yeah, so against the waves definitely factors in for buying this Tenkinja, but also the Phoenix is on 1x Assassinate, so you could just see this Tenkinja just get wiped off the board. Some connection problems here for Algahra.
Yeah, and he does have the first conflict. Do you try to win an Earth Ring here as the Soil Scholar? Perhaps political Earth or something?
Yeah, I think you can go political Earth. I think Finger G comes down on the Tenkinja. Okay.
Okay, so that's more for assassination rather than against the waves.
Right. It serves the purpose of protecting against both, though. And yeah, there is the spyglass on the Tenkinja.
I think you're just against the waves this then, if you have it. I mean, you're on 6 fate, right?
Sure, yeah. But it seems like a waste of. I mean, how afraid of you are you of this Tenkinja right now? I don't think you're that afraid.
I'm always wary of Crab getting spyglasses turn 1.
Ooh, defend the wall comes out.
Yeah. Oh, he double defends. That's a bit overdoing it, perhaps.
Oh well, I guess you could also have mountain, right? So you can mountain this Tenkinja for free.
Oh yeah, but if he mounts this Tekinia, the Phoenix player is just gonna throw against the waves, box against the waves, and then maybe even an against the waves at him.
Okay, yeah. So there is the mountain on this Tenkinja.
Has the Phoenix player really not found an against the waves?
It is only turn 1, right? So
I mean, he did bid 5, and there's 3 of them in his deck, so there's a
whatever.
reasonable chance of finding it.
Here's a bonsai.
This Banzai is negated by just boxing, right?
Well, it'll put them at equal skill because it would be 5-5.
Ah, okay.
Defend Your Honor comes out though.
Oh wow. So that's a 2-1.
Yeah,
How
a lot of
high do you?
resources being spent?
How high do you bid here as Crab?
Uh,
Apparently
I would
1.
have not
Ooh.
bid 1, but
So you have the Phoenix player bid 2, which I really like that bid from the Phoenix player. It's like, all right, I might as well spend 1 extra honor and see if this actually works, and apparently it did. And now he gets to actually use the Banzai.
yeah. So a lot of cards being spent early in this first conflict for an Earth Ring that's not actually going to break this province, right? So we're going to see a bonsai come out now on the Tenkinja.
And now is just a prime opportunity for Against the Waves. This is like the opportunity for Against the Waves.
Yeah, you saw the Defend Your Honor come out now already, so you can just go ahead and burn it if you. I think that's a pretty even trade at this point in time.
Yeah, you trade 2 fate to win this conflict and make sure I mean, the man's thinking in bouts, so that's a wasted mountain as well.
There's an Ancient Master at home.
Oh yeah, because the defend the wall Earthring.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess he didn't have the against the waves. So
Yeah.
defend the wall will go ahead and trigger Earth Ring. That also means the Solemn Scholar is not going to be able to trigger his effect.
Oh, that's a
And
Banzai gone. That's always nice
yeah,
to see. Big
that's
buffs getting rid of.
yeah. He is on 3 bonsai, so there's only one left.
What's the worst thing you can hit here with a Tinkinia? Shameful? Yeah, definitely shameful. What do you go though? Do you go Void? Yeah, that seems reasonable. Oh, and hits Manicure. That's gotta feel pretty good for the crab player.
Yeah, Manicure pretty decent here. Phoenix already sitting on a lot of fate here, and I don't know if he is going to have enough skill to break though.
I'm not sure I entirely approve of attacking here as well. He could have easily passed his conflict and forced the Phoenix player to defend this, or you know, because the Tekinia still has the mountain on him, so he could have just fallen back for now. Just pass his first conflict, let the Ancient Master attack if he wants to do that, defend it, and then attack for free. Or
Yeah,
if the Phoenix player passes his second attack, you go like, oh, you have to defend this. If well, so here he does get the unopposed, which could prove to be big, but he also means that this Ancient Master actually does get to try and do something with, for instance, the Water Ring to tie out the favor, or the Fire Ring to dishonor this Tinkinia, or Air Ring to regain some honor.
so the Solemn Scholar is going to be the one who gets voided here. And yeah, so now Algara has the option. I guess at this point, it doesn't really matter too much if Crab has the favor, because they aren't running any of the favor specific cards.
Oh, in a crab match out, that hurts.
That is awful. Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. 2 let goes. Gone. In a flash. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not good. So he's gonna go over at Defend the Wall for an air conflict here. He's just gonna leave this Ancient Master at home standing. Go for the air. Go recover some of the honor that you lost during this turn, because you lost actually a pretty good chunk of honor.
Yeah.
And you will get the favor too. So
Yeah, so this is why you should have held back with the Tinkinia, because you had the last opportunity to declare conflict of the round. You should have just like defended and have him still stand with the mountain, and then go for the last attack, and be, oh, you now you have to do something. You have to defend against this for real. I think that was a slight misplay by the crab player. Maybe he thought it was important enough to just nab the void ring there, but I disagree with that. I think he could have been in a better position if he just held back. Really thinking, yeah, he would have definitely brought Algara lower in honor. Oh, wow, Algara, he tossed Tadaka with a mountain, defend, and Banzai in the discard.
That's an interesting decision, I guess. And he kept Sukune too, so he's almost certainly gonna buy Sukune here.
Oh,
Two
and
Casadas still sitting out there.
yeah, I have a strong feeling we're gonna see a Kisada. Yeah, there's the Kisada. I honestly think the Phoenix player would probably just double Dreamer here, like 1 Fate on both Dreamers or 2 Fate on both Dreamers. Dreamer is a good block of stats for cheap. And this Mystic is probably also getting bought, if that's the case, because this Mystic can do some work here.
Yeah, Mystic will protect against Cloud. Oh no, he can't buy the Mystic. Sorry. Oh no, Algara can buy the Mystic.
Yeah. That's what I meant. So like Dreamer, Dreamer, Mystic.
Yeah, that also puts you at 3 Shugenja for Storm.
Yeah. And it does allow you to get rid of either the Spyglass or the Finger of Jade if you want to do mean things to that Tenkinya. And there we see it.
He misses the Fate, though.
Oh yeah, I think he doesn't feel that anything he can get rid of this turn is necessarily going to be worth it, but I know he knows there's stuff that's going to be worth it at some point. Oh, and we see a 4/4 bid. I was sure Rudie was going to drop it even lower to like 2 or 3. I think it's all going to come down to fairly quickly whether he can get more Spyglasses on Kisada here and starts to do some nasty, nasty Dishonor shenanigans. Alright, so Crab actually does have first conflict. Let's see what rings. So, Earth and Void. I guess that's fine. How many did the Phoenix player run in his censures? I wonder. I'm gonna have
the Phoenix player is in fact on 3 Censures, so yes.
Okay, so this could be a huge turn for the Phoenix player actually.
Oh wow, Cloud the Mind goes on the Mia Mystic.
Why not?
Sure. I mean, you only have 2 clouds, right? So I feel like you probably want to save that for higher priority targets than this Mia Mystic, but I guess it just depends on what other card you have right now. So if you have like a Watch Commander, for example, then I guess you just go ahead and do that.
Yeah, clouding mystics is also it's a bit of a odd thing to do, but sometimes it's necessary. There's no keepers for the Crab player. There's the Skirmisher dropped. And the Crab player is dangerously low on faith at all points in this game.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, he does have this Tenkinja, but I guess him going with the Skirmisher now means that he has to go for one of these 2 rings with faith. I think he didn't see a keeper yet, right? Yeah, he didn't see any keepers. So, fire...
Fire to honor the Tenkinya is not bad.
Fire is decent. Water, I guess, forces the defense out of this Ancient Master, maybe. What did he... Okay, so the Dreamers are on Void and Earth.
Yeah.
So definitely don't want to go for one of those 2, really.
I mean, you could convert the... For if you want to go Earth, you definitely convert the Earth Ethereal Dreamer, right?
Oh, yes, I think so.
That would actually probably be a pretty good play. Go for the Void Ring and convert out the Ethereal Dreamer that's on Void. I mean, you don't get the fate of the rings, but I think that's a pretty strong play. That basically eliminates two skills from the Phoenix player. Regardless if you win or lose the conflict, it's just you just killed off the activation of a Dreamer. And he's going to go Water.
If you're going to go Water, then you can convert past his Ancient Master, so you get the guaranteed bow. He's choosing the poke here. He hits Upholding.
I think this is fine. I don't think the Phoenix player is going to expend anything to force him to break. Yes, Arash Suri. The Phoenix player does only have 1 let go left.
Yeah, I think that was in reference to why he chose to cloud the mid.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, are we going to see a defense here from the Phoenix player? This is a very low value ring to display your power right now. So, that's something to consider as well.
Yeah, there's no point other than just winning the ring. Really, you're not gonna you prevent your ancient master from getting power, but that's the only thing you really get from displaying power in this.
Yeah. So, I mean, that could be going through the crab player's mind here when he chooses this way of approach. It's always something you have to keep in mind against Phoenix. You go like, oh, this ring is going to be such a huge blowout, and then you go, oh shit, it actually wasn't because they displayed it. Oh well. Okay, so no defenders, loses one more honor. The Ancient Master does get bowed. Yeah. I think we might be in for a dishonor game here.
But one thing to keep in mind, though, again, the chess clock's definitely a factor in the World Cup. So need to be wary of that as the clock ticks down to close to 30 minutes now already for Algara, and it's only turned.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to make stuff happen soon. Ish. At least. Soon-ish. In order to not get shafted by the chess clocks. Alright, so here we go. So this is going to be the Void Dreamer and the Mere Mystic going in for, I guess, the Void Ring. He can't go against Defend the Wall because Defend the Wall, I think, would just...
You're just going to void yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you're more than likely to just void yourself here.
Nope, he's going to...
Oh, you know what? I think he has the Assassination in hand.
Sure, but he has to pop this this Finger of Jade first, though.
No. I think the Crab player has the Assassination.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So he defends with the Tenkinya here, draws a card, right? And then he assassinates the Dreamer. And then he wins the ring and he voids the other Dreamer. Yeah.
That would be a pretty cool play. So here's the Tenkinya coming in.
And he gets to draw a card.
Oh, Quesada's going to come in, too.
Oh, I don't like that.
Well, let's see. So Quesada's actually active right now, right? So
Quesada's still active.
That the Phoenix player does need to keep in mind. It is something that's very easy to lose track of.
You know what? I think there's pretty much 100% chance that any sort of assassination shenanigans here is going to get met with a censure. So, unless he has more Defend Your Honors, he has to be careful about that. That might be why he brings Quesada. He really if he does spend an assassinate here, he wants it to actually go through. Oh, I mean, do you see a cloud on Quesada from the Phoenix player? And the Crab is currently winning, so he's passing. Supernatural Storm. Ethereal Dreamer is about to become a 6/6. And yeah. I think this is the wrong thing to Defend Your Honor. Because this is just gonna get boxed again anyway.
Right.
Do you try and assassinate here and hope that he doesn't have the censure?
I think you... I don't know. That seems very risky to me.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the box to go ahead and Supernatural Storm.
Yeah, and you go up to 8, right? What happened? Why didn't... okay. That was...
Yeah.
That was super medium for the Crab player, I think.
Yeah. Nothing really happened there. I don't know what he was expecting exactly, but... yeah, he just sort of wasted a Defend Your Honor there. Here's a reprieve coming out on this Tenkinya.
Yeah, but there's still a conflict left for the Phoenix player. This is going to be Earth. For free on Defender Wall. Yeah, that was a super medium conflict by the crab player. I would have let the first Supernatural Storm go through, and then I would, if I have an assassination, I'd try and assassinate the Dreamer instead. But
but now actually, if you are Algahra here, I think you can just go ahead and go to defend the wall again. He's choosing to go scout instead. And
I think he really wanted to find Shameful and try and break that for free. But
I guess that's fair too.
Instead he finds Manicured Gardens and gives Rudie a Fate. I guess we could potentially see a fight on now. No, you see a Wayfinder dropped. Looks at the province. Seems Shameful Display. So he knows where Shameful Display is for the Phoenix player. That's pretty good. And a Katana on the Dreamer. Yeah, this is going to... this is just going to be a long game, I think. I think the crab player might be slightly mismanaging fate here a bit. There's just not much he can really do in any situation. It feels almost like
he drops down this this Wayfinder now, and he's going to spend a bonsai to protect this province from breaking. But the Earth Ring's still going to go off, and he's going to be left with 4 cards against the waste of the Yaichi Wayfinder. Okay, nice.
Nice is a bit of a strong statement here, I guess. Yeah, this is like Value Town for the Phoenix player right now.
Yeah, so Crab definitely had the advantage here, but I think a few missteps on resource management have let that slip away from him. Oh, Pat the Man.
Yeah. Path of Man is the spicy card that replaced Embrace the Void. I've always liked Path of Man. I've even tried running it in Lion. The 4 pips is painful.
Yeah, if that card didn't cost 4 influence, then I would most certainly be trying to run.
Oh! Did you? Oh wow! He had the last let go for the reprieve. He's going to kill the Mantis Taquinia with a Spyglass and a Finger of Jade. That actually big.
That is rough. That is rough. So now at least Rudie knows now that there are no more let goes left in this Phoenix player's deck, so he can play attachments as he pleases going forward. But that was a very, very, very impactful last let go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's at least 2 cards he basically denied there.
In chat, wondering if you just drew that off the Earth Ring. It's possible.
Oh, as the crab player in this situation, I wouldn't even want to know that, because if that was what's happened, I would just be boiling on the inside.
And so now we see a palace, a library, and Tadaka number 2. Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess with 11 Fate here, you either buy Sukune or Tadaka. There's no point in doing anything else, right? And we see Sukune, the best girl.
I guess so, sure,
yeah. So he just wants 3 rings.
Yeah, and again, and so your Crab is definitely starved for resources right now. Witch Hunter is probably your best option. He's gonna buy the Witch Hunter on 1.
Then he needs to really desperately try to win a Watering here for the Initiate.
Sukune is on 4 Fate.
Oh yeah, this is a prime crabbing target at the end of this round if Algahra doesn't have a conflict character in hand.
Yeah. Now this Cloud the Mind on the Mia Mystic is looking less than stellar for sure because he does only have one other Cloud in his deck, and he probably would want one for Sukune.
Oh wow, and Rudy bids 5 here. So that tells me that he didn't have any other Spygrasses in hand, and didn't really have any impactful cards in hand.
Yeah, I mean he was down to 4 cards in hand, so that's definitely not a lot to work with. He needed something to replenish.
Alright, so Ethereal Dreamer is on Firing. I guess that's going to be the first conflict. And then other Ethereal Dreamer is on... Drumroll, please. Nothing? Who is thinking? Is it Algahra still thinking?
Yeah, it is Algahra still thinking, and so Algahra does need to be careful. He does have a significant advantage now, but that clock is ticking.
And if there's anything that Crab is very good at, is just to prolong games.
So there are no tiebreaker rules in this format, right? If you run out of time, so you definitely just need to move quickly, think quickly, and capitalize on this situation that you're in right now. You have a break, and you have a pretty good board right now, so make something happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough to get over the top of Casada, especially since you already spent what 2 bonsais and 1 storm or
one double storm.
So you really just need to get him the hell out of here.
Do you know actually how filthy Phoenix would be right now if their seal gave the Shugenya keyword?
That would be stupid. So let's not even entertain that thought.
That would be the stupidest shit, because then you just put the seal on Kisada and bow him every turn with Against the Waves. That would be the stupidest thing. Alright, so it appears that the Dreamer with the Katana is on water, and the Dreamer without any attachment is on fire. And I don't mean on fire literally, as in it's bigger on the fire ring.
Watch Commander comes out on the Witch Hunter. One thing I've noted is that Rudy doesn't have any characters to sacrifice for the Witch Hunter to use its effects, unless he wants to throw away Casada.
I mean, he could have...
He's already spent 2 conflict characters. 3 conflict characters, and he's only running 4.
Oh, yeah, that would be...
So he's really going to have to rely on getting this Keeper into play.
Yeah. Do you go Political Water here? No. Surely not. Oh, he is. No. He is... Now he's going Political Fire. Wait. Oh, yeah, so... Okay. Yeah.
Which is fine. So he can break this Defend the Wall, get rid of this Mine, and then probably Clarity on Sukune, and then she'll be an 8/8, and that'll help him get over the top of these military characters.
Yeah. What does the Crab player need here? He needs 2 fans. 1 fan is not enough, right?
He would need. So this is what, strength 7. So yeah, he would need. He needs both and use
1 fan and a box.
Yes.
Okay.
So just the Witch Hunter defending.
And that's 1 fan. Does he have the second?
We already know that this can't be removed, so no stress. But we could see a Storm come out. 10 cards in hand for Algahra. I
mean, the Watch Commander is going to be... if you want to spend something, you want it to mean you win this conflict, right?
He's playing a card from the discard? Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah, of course! The Witch Hunter is a Shugenya. How could I ever forget? Does he have the last conflict character to just ready the Witch Hunter?
That would be so expensive, and he wouldn't be able to ready the Witch Hunter after the conflict, right? So yeah, I mean, he would have to. At this point, you just take your losses.
Oh, clarity of purpose. All right, so he did have to spend 2 on honor here to do this, but is pretty impactful what he did. This Sukune is going to be big Sukune, big girl Sukune.
Thick Sukune with 2 C's. 3 C's actually.
And there's the Iron Mine gone. Yeah. With the new cycle, like High Glory Phoenix is not a liability anymore, I feel. Like High Glory Phoenix might be a thing with the new cycle, and I have a strong feeling it's just going to be obnoxious huge stat blocks. I might have to be playing Scorpion again. Or at least don that air roll and Scorpion Splash for Mark of Shame. Oh wow!
And conflict opportunity. I think that's the only thing you can really do here. If you attack, you're not gonna win. You've already spent so many resources on earlier conflicts again, right? So you don't have Defend Your Honor, which wouldn't work against Sukune, and you have 2 bonsais in the bin.
Do you hold Sukune back here for favor? I think you do, especially if you should accidentally run into Shameful here, right?
I think you could, but I guess it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Oh no, you have the palace. You don't care, so you can just go ahead and.
I mean, yeah, but you kind of want Sukune to stay honored, though, right? But like the difference is huge between a 4/4 and an 8/8.
Yes, I do agree with that. However, yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine.
I mean, the Ethereal Dreamer is already pretty big on his own.
So, I guess this one is water, right? So.
Yeah, water is also. Oh, right.
Air with just the Dreamer, collect the fate. Might as well.
Oh, forged.
Oh, he's forged. Okay. Forge now. So curious. One of the reasons to be running Forge is that a lot of these decks are running J Tetsubo, but this crab deck is not running J Tetsubo, so his attachments that he can get are a little bit limited. He gets a Watch Commander. That's fine though.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, you're not gonna win this as the Phoenix player. It's just not gonna happen. You're not gonna spend honor into that either.
Yeah, you just go ahead and pass. You put a katana on. I don't know what he's. I guess sure, why not, right? But
I mean, Kisada.
You're already winning.
Yeah, Kisada's big, but you can have a bigger Kisada. You always want a bigger Kisada. Kisada should be the biggest thing on the board. Alright, so you're pretty safe. You can pretty much assume that there's not going to be a crackback from the crab player. Interesting thing here to see. If it actually gone water with the Dreamer, he would be up 2 more skills, so 6, and then with Sukune, that's another 8 skill. So he would have won that water conflict if he dared to go. I guess he can just do it next turn.
I mean, the big thing is like, what's the? He can win it, but what's the point of winning?
Does he break actually? No, he doesn't with that 6.
Yeah, so he wouldn't break. So at that point, you might as well just go for the fate. And now you get to Sukune and do Void and Earth. You probably want to go ahead and Void Kasada, I think, over the Witch Hunter.
Yeah, because you can just keep bowing the Witch Hunter, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Alright, Sukune, let's go. Kisada, kill him.
Well, he's not gonna. Oh no, he's gonna die. Yeah.
Alright, Void Kisada, let's go.
Earth Ring, okay. Discards a Fine Katana.
Alright, come on. Let's go. Yes! There it is, Kisada's gone. That's Watch Commander and Fine Katana gone. And there's nothing that can save him.
Okay, so now I guess the question is, do you go ahead and buy Tadaka?
I don't know. Do you? Yeah, I guess maybe.
So right, and like again, so the events that you can hit are going to be Defend Your Honor, Bonsai, and Mount. All three of which are pretty good. We haven't seen any fight-ons yet, so um, maybe he's waiting a second for that. I don't know. He discards Sadaka again. Okay, that's fine.
And he discards Imperial Palace. That's also fine, I feel.
Actually, the card you do want to see here is probably going to be Ujina. If you find Ujina, then I think you are golden.
Oh! and the flip for the crab player is like gosh awful at this point as well. Look at it.
Wow. This Yasuki and a Vanguard Warrior. Okay, so the Vanguard Warrior can actually maybe save the Witch Hunter.
Oh yeah, but this Witch Hunter is just gonna get bowed again. I mean, I assume so because we're only actually seen one against the waves. This is dicey though. Like, look at this. Look at this board. He has to have censures in hand to be so disrespectful to double Way of the Crab.
He hasn't played any yet, so at this point, oh man, if he didn't have a censure for the Way of the Crab, that would have been hilarious. But
yeah, this is mad disrespect of Way of the Crab.
Now the bids are just going crazy. We got a 3 and a 2. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter for Algahra because he got this library, and he just got a free Earth Ring.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow! You definitely go. You just go Illustrious Forge Void with Political Ujina and Sukune, and then Clarity Sukune. I think Rudie misclicked.
Oh yeah, no. He tried to Iron Mine to save his character from being Way of the Crab, which doesn't work because you have to pay the cost.
Yeah. Oh, this guy is actually fairly new then.
Okay, yeah. That's like it's a lesson you learn very early on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
So one thing about the Team First Nations is that they do have 2 players who are playing multiple. Rudie is in fact one of them. He's playing both Unicorn and Crab, so it's possible that he's just a Unicorn player by default, and he's playing Crab because they needed a Crab player.
Yeah, would make some sense. Oh, that's just rough. He's taking an absolute beating. Yeah, that's a mistake.
Chat laying on thick right now. They're not impressed by that Way of the Crab, but it's a lesson learned, and Rudie will remember that forever.
And ever.
In his future matches.
And if he forgets it, his friends can just bring up this YouTube video and point him at it.
Yeah, so the Way the Crab is used, and no censure is required because it fizzles.
Okay, so he had double censure. Had a censure. So he spent both Way of the Crab. So he fizzles the first one because it didn't know about the cost rule, and then we did have the mad disrespect censure in hand to deal with it.
That was a rage Way of the Crab, if there ever was one.
Yeah, this is a pretty steep downward slope for the Crab player right now.
Yeah, which is a shame because he had a pretty good start to this game, and just a few missteps in resource management last turn, and it's all starting to unravel.
Yeah. And the way he gets rid of the Vanguard Warrior also suggests that maybe perhaps he doesn't even have something to save him this turn. Like he wants to find something with Yasuki, a talisman, to just keep him alive for one more turn.
Yeah, it's gonna need to be something at this point. So he is gonna be able to go first. he's just going to run Void into Upholding Authority, but I think he's about to learn a lesson in how Ugino works.
Yeah, he's just going to have the Witch Hunter die. Yeah, the Witch Hunter is just dead.
So I guess we're gonna get a defense here from Algahra because he's gonna be able to Clarity of Purpose. Oh no, Bill linked the video. What is this? Oh.
I don't know what that video is. I dare not click on it.
I clicked on it. It's fine. It's it's K-pop.
Okay. Mad Magician, yes, you can play a second Way of the Crab if the first one doesn't resolve, because then it doesn't count to max. Basically, the card didn't even... so it's what max 1 per round, but the card didn't actually... The card bounced back to his hand because the cost wasn't paid. So
correct.
The card wasn't actually played. And here we go. Ugina kills off the Witch Hunter. And I think that's another lesson in the Crab player's life, that he's going to go, oh, shit.
Yeah, and so now we're going to see Sukuna go water. I guess just military water. Either one's fine, honestly. I guess you can do... Oh, no, you can do political water here. And Clarity of Purpose yourself. And run at the Stronghold. And that will be the game, I believe.
Yeah, unless we see a talisman, because there's no attachment hate left.
Yeah, and okay, yeah, I didn't realize that the Way of the Crab actually bounced back into your hand.
It does bounce back into your hand if you don't pay the cost.
Okay.
You can see that, but by there only being one Way of the Crab in his discard pile.
Yeah, I just took a look and saw.
Yeah, it's a super awkward mechanic, but basically it's there to prevent you from doing stuff that, you know, the Crab player tried here.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Dark Black, for following.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, if you guys are interested in seeing more World Cup games or just more L5R games in general, please go ahead and give my boy Tenerim a and we will continue to stream stuff.
There are a lot of people streaming stuff. If you haven't followed P-Mittens, you should definitely follow P-Mittens. If you haven't followed Mind's Desire, you should definitely do that. There's Steel Fur. The Mountain Bear, always a nice guy. I think he's streaming right now, unless that game has finished. There should be a bunch of other people. Action Johnny is trying to get his stream set up.
Yeah, a few people are in fact trying to get the stream set up. GG's goes out. There's a pass all the way through, and so Algahra is going to break this stronghold, which Canada is going to get another win in their W column.
Yep.
Scare me.
So some unfortunate unfamiliarity with Crab has cost Rudy the. But yeah. Hopefully he remembers that going forward. This is Swiss, right, for the World Cup. So there will be multiple chances to play again in future weeks. So there's definitely something that you needed to remember, learn your lessons right now in week 1, so that way you don't bottom out in week 5.
I mean, it would have mattered somewhat, because then he would have had Iron Mind to prevent Witch Hunter from getting removed from play.
Yes.
But it was a bit of a steamroll from the Phoenix side. I'm still surprised that we saw 2 Tadakas and non-bought with a bunch of...
It makes sense against Crab, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think it was the right decision, and congrats to Algahra for his win.
Yeah, and Rudy laments that he has all 3 fights on in his bottom 15 cards, which is rough. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I don't know if there's any other games going on right now. There might be a game going on over on Steelfur's channel. There might not be. But there will be more games this evening. I can't guarantee that I will be streaming them, but someone should be.
And I'm going to take a break right now from commentary, and I'm going to go eat some food, and I'll catch you guys later. I have a game myself, actually, in 3 hours. It's 3.
Yeah, okay, time flies.
So, okay. Yep. So I'll catch you guys later.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.